Hello again, everybody. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Well, I wanted to talk again about this supply chain mess we're in. I took a deeper dive on this, and it's much worse than I originally thought. And now you guys may be privy to some of this stuff, or a lot of it. But I just decided, like I said, I decided to take a deeper dive, do some more research, and it's bad. I mean, it's really bad. Like I said, it's worse than I thought. And I believe it's manufactured. And I mentioned it before in the last video that, I alluded to this. This has to be intentional. And I just refuse to believe that it's just because of the pandemic or we have a shortage of workers. Okay, where are they? Where are the people? Where did the workers go? Why aren't they back? It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't add up. There's a lot more to this than we're seeing. A lot more to this than meets the eye. It has to be. It just has to be. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, I just shudder to think what this country is going to look like in even just a few months. I'll go into it here. Hear me out. Bear with me. Dozens of cargo ships. I know people have talked about this, but I've got more details here. Dozens of cargo ships are parked off the coast, not only of Los Angeles on the West Coast, but on the East Coast, New York, New Jersey, Savannah, Georgia. And it's holding up. You got billions of dollars of clothing, electronics, vehicles, and furniture, among other stuff, just sitting out there for weeks on end. You got rail yards. So rail yards and trucking routes are clogged up, just bottlenecked for miles. Okay. This is just going to keep making the inflation shoot up, straight up, and just an economic breakdown altogether. China and you may have heard about this, but China is having an energy problem with their electricity. So especially in the northeast part of the country, the industrial part of the country, especially is being hit hard by this. So it's affecting millions of homes and millions of businesses where they're having blackouts. So it's partially shutting down a lot of their industrial plants, which is going to make things even more delayed. Can you imagine, right? So they're having problems. The UK still having issues keeping gasoline in their filling stations, in their gas stations. I checked on this story a little while ago, and the most up-to-date that I can see as far as published reports is that they're trying to use the army or the military to help this problem, but that a lot of gas stations are still having a problem running out of fuel. Now, if you live in the UK, I know a lot of you commented on the last one. Please let us know if that's any better. Are you seeing the same thing? What are you seeing there? But how does the UK, is home to British Petroleum, BP, how do they not have gasoline getting into their stations? Doesn't make sense. Again, manufactured, in my opinion. So you got shipping traffic jams on the West Coast, East Coast. You got LA, at least 73 ships out there. It's getting worse by the day. Chicago, you got rail yards. Like I mentioned, rail yards are backed up 25 miles. 25 miles, the size of 500 football fields, just backed up rail yards of stuff in a big log jam. Port of LA again is expected. Port of LA is expected to process a record number, 10.8 million containers this year alone. That would take forever. I mean, how are they going to do that? I don't see it. New York. Let's go to the East Coast. Ships have been seen lining up in New York just as this past Friday, as supply chain chaos continues to spread. The number of vessels waiting to unload are at their longest since the start of the pandemic. So it's not just Los Angeles. The United States also has a shortage of chassis equipment. Chassis are containers that attach to the back of trucks used to house and transport goods to load to the trucks, to the other trucks. I mean, this goes on and on, a list of things. So what we have is a global transport system collapse. It's collapsing. Okay, in my opinion, from the way everything I'm reading. The cost to ship a container, one container from China to the West Coast used to be around $1,300. Now, $35,000 and going up. Crazy, just crazy. Who's making money? Who's making money? Who's benefiting from this? Who's in charge? Where are our leaders? Who can step forward and fix this? Where's the government? Where are our representatives? One did speak out. House of Representatives Marjorie Taylor Greene from Georgia was quoted, and I believe this might have been a tweet. I saw this on social media, but I think it was a tweet from her. She said, "We are on the verge of a supply chain crisis." You're not just on the verge, we are on. We have a supply chain crisis. Parts are backlogged more than 4 weeks and jammed with ships waiting with supplies. We have a severe truck driver shortage. The issue is worldwide. Plus, these mandates, health measure mandates, are going to fire critically needed workers. So that's what she said. Now, when you have members of Congress talking about this, I'm glad to hear somebody talking about it. Then you know that's official. We have a real serious issue here. We knew that though. But where's everybody else? Where are the leaders? Where's Mitch McConnell? I mean, I don't know. Where's the president? Where's the vice president? VP? What are they doing? What's the staff doing? I have no clue. I have so many questions. I mean, so where are all the workers again? I mean, you call it what you will. I believe it's manufactured. Great Reset, Agenda 2020, 2030, 2050, 2090. Call it what you will, but it's intentional. It's part of a plan, apparently, and it's working. Whoever is pulling strings up there somewhere, I don't know. But also, we don't make stuff here anymore. That's been years now in the making. We don't manufacture a lot here anymore. I mean, even a vehicle, part of it may be manufactured here. Some of it's in Mexico, some of it's in Japan. Who knows? That's just one thing. I mean, all our medicines. So I just shudder to think, I mean, 6 months, a year, what's it going to look like? What's this country? Is it going to be recognizable? I do fear that. I do. We're not supposed to be afraid, but I do worry about it. Worry about this winter even, just the next month or two. So let's pray. Pray for a miracle, because we need one. I believe we need one right now. If you got any ideas, what are your thoughts? What are you seeing out there? Are you seeing more shortages? Mrs. Dog and I went out, got some preps today. In my area, at least the particular store I went to was fairly well stocked. Canned items, looking a little shaky. Meat, especially packaged meat, looked really low, real low. Gatorade, forget about it. A lot of bottled drinks, juices, sodas looking pretty low. Bottled water looking very low. And this store is usually well stocked. So, what are you seeing out there as well? Like I said, let's pray. Of course, pray every day and pray for a miracle. Pray for this country. And, I think we need it. We need some Jesus so bad, and he's there, of course, but we need to reach out and keep close to the word, of course. So anyway, I think that's about all I have. Share your thoughts again. Take care. Be safe. God bless you. I'll see you soon.